Opening week here of the Ultimate League.
Motivation ain't gonna be enough. Passion is absolutely no guarantee.
I'm getting down.
Not anymore.
Sit here, going down the left on 5-5.
That's because the road to the Madden Ball is the hardest it's ever been.
Right now we're sitting at $10,000 with opportunity to win, $110,000.
16 of the world's best players are here.
I want to be known as the best player of all time.
And there goes Drini.
I've worked so hard for this.
And it's a touchdown.
There will be bruised egos.
Come on, man.
Oh my God, dude.
There's gonna be some shattered dreams.
16 best in the world here in LA, battling it out.
And there will be just 4 survivors.
Come on, fumble!
Because those are the terms of the biggest championship in Madden history.
Let's go. Got the game on lock. Need my money on time. Tick tock. Stay rising, don't stop. It's a nice view from the top. View from the top. It's a nice view from the top. Stay rising, don't stop. It's a nice view from the top.
In the Ultimate League, we've never seen anything like this. This is the first time competitors are gonna really go through a whole NFL-style season and an NFL-style playoffs. I mean, the possibilities are endless.
We're about to watch the 16 best Madden players on earth.
I think it's 2 stages. You're gonna have to try to win your division, maybe get a bye. So you're gonna have to go through a grind of 10 games, and then it becomes playoff, becomes single elimination, which is more like these players are used to. But the question is, by that point, does your opponent know you so well that there's no more surprises?
Whatever you do against Problem isn't the same thing you do against Skimbo, which isn't the same thing you do against Dubby, which isn't the same thing you do against Joel, which isn't the same thing you do against Choke. And it's a question of who's gonna be able to stay focused, to stay locked in.
Let's go, boy, good catch!
No matter what, we will see history because we will see the first ever Ultimate League champion.
The winner of this Madden Ultimate League will be able to look anybody in the face.
You're terrible! Keep getting lucky and you're still gonna lose.
And say, I am truly the best Madden player on the planet.
Super Bowl 52, the pinnacle of one season of professional football, is our jumping point for something else entirely. The formula for the Madden Ultimate League consists of 11 weeks of regular season play. Get ready, it's time to play. Mixed with equal portions of nerves and anticipation.
I thought you were a champion. I thought, where's the belt? Where's the belt? I thought you were a champion. Krause.
Oh, he's swagging!
Down and swagged out on him.
Oh my goodness, it's disrespect to the fullest. Look at him, waving to the crowd.
You think you're good? Better than average good? Best on the planet good?
Let's go!
Then this is where you prove it.
And this has been a much anticipated matchup.
Oh, has he seen Problem?
20, 10.
Come here, sweetheart. Come here, sweetheart.
Big touchdown by Problem.
The road to the Madden Ball may have started in Minneapolis, but LA is where things are gonna get real.
There are 3 things that you don't do when you play Madden. You don't have a wife, you don't play once you're 30, and you don't play when you have kids. Problem is a wife, he has a brand new child, and he's 30.
It's been pretty hectic this last month, having a newborn. Definitely something I underestimated as far as like the difficulty of it. I thought I was gonna be cruising, being able to game, with him in my arms, so easy. Until he starts spitting up on you, and now you find yourself down 14 points try to come back. So I love it though. You know, I wouldn't trade it for the world.
The thing people need to understand is Problem is the greatest Madden player of all time, and it's just not debatable.
What he's been able to do over the course of his over 10-year career is just unbelievable in esports. Because he has opened these doors for everybody, that's the reason why we're here.
To see people acknowledge you as, you know, the greatest of all time, and it's definitely something that I'm proud of and always will be.
The problem for Problem lately is he is yet to win the big game in the modern era of competitive Madden. Back before the MCS all started, he was a 4-time champion, but lately in this MCS era, he's made the championship game 4 times and is yet to win that big game.
I'm playing my best Madden of the season right now, so if I just play how I know I can, I should cruise to the Final Four, and hopefully I can win first place in the Ultimate League.
How you gonna get back?
One play touchdown. Tweez and Problem, big game here in Division B. Low throw and it's picked.
Let's go, man.
You know, I think for Problem with his newborn son is it sort of give him like a fresh wind, fresh fire. You know, he achieved all these things, but now he's to the point where he's like, I need to do it again. Not only for his son, but, you know, his fans that want to see Problem do it one more time.
How you gonna get back in the game without greed, power, stacks, hours? How you gonna get back?
He's been a man on a mission. He's been so consistent. We've seen him make history many times before. It's gonna be cool to see if he can do it once again. Making history is what it's all about now for Problem. But you gotta check yourself if you don't think that the 15 other players here don't want to make some history for themselves. What counts here is strategy and stick work. Because before you can make history, you gotta take care of the here and the now.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Each of the 16 players in the Madden Ultimate League has their own definition of a winning strategy.
Oh my God, dude.
And just like the physical game, if you commit to running the ball, you're dedicating yourself to the hard and nasty.
Come on, let's fight, boys!
Metaphorical or not, there will be bumps and there will be bruises. With the opening weeks done and dusted, 2 players in the Legends division are using the run game better than the rest.
There's probably no 2 better players at the open field running than True and Drini.
My strongest part of the game is running the football. Obviously, people know that. I think it's very underrated this year, actually. But my run game is really good, and once I could have people commit to the run, that's when I open up the pass game.
True rocking his Jags uniforms too. You remember last year he was the Jaguars club champion.
And as Safa has found himself in the red zone, trailing by 20. All True Boy in that first quarter.
True Boy's a hold-or himself. We've seen him get stingy and hold the door in this situation many times. Off tackle, probably. Wow!
Breathing in there with the tackle.
Hold the door!
Hold the door!
Hold the door!
Hold the door! This is stuff that True Boy practices. It's in his arsenal.
3rd and 3 from the 13.
Ooh, good
What a spin move by Gurley.
You're gonna see True Boy make some highlight reel plays. His stick work is nasty like that. You see that AI defender trying to track him down? Whoopsie, little spin move.
Big game for True. It's because he's got Dubby coming up next. So getting off to a good start here against Safa was key for True Boy.
Who has the best swag?
I'll say I have the best swag here. There's no question about it. Maybe you can throw W in there. He has a lot of charisma, but I'll say me.
I mean, well, I have the best swag in the man community. However, a lot of people will tend to say Kiv has the best swag because he has like $7,000 outfits, but he's still part of the Black Butter unit, so we all move with Black Timberland, so that's my guy, Kiv. But most people would say he has the best swag, but I still vote for myself.
This is pretty awesome to have a Dubby True Boy matchup.
Neither one of these guys wants to lose to the other. There is that competitive rivalry there.
Everyone knows that me and W have had a rivalry. He's kind of had the best of me you know, Madden Bowl, beat me in group stage, and then he beat me to get to the Madden Challenge. It's not like it's completely one-sided. The games have been pretty close, but I feel like at this tournament, I'm gonna make all that change.
I don't understand why we have a rivalry. It's not a rivalry in sports until somebody wins on the other side.
Dubby told me right before he went up on stage that he switched his lineup a little bit for this game. He downgraded his wide receivers and beefed up that front seven a little bit to try to help counteract TrueBoy's very powerful run game.
1st and 10. Henry.
Ooh. Oh!
Slippery!
Wow!
And he's off to the races. Dubby will strike first.
Look at the savagery of Dubson. Doesn't even react to the touchdown.
Seeing TrueBoy that quiet was phenomenal. It was shocking. TrueBoy and Dubby are usually the loudest game ever. It was just a completely different game. He had him boxed up the whole time.
TrueBoy down 10. He's gonna have to do something on this possession if he wants to get himself all the way back in this ball game. Ooh, stick work.
Renfro!
True!
He's on his horse at the 30, the 20, the 10. Gotcha!
You give him the ball in the open field, he's gonna get sticky icky with it. Talk about responding, that's a way to respond.
It's hard to take me out of my game. I think one of the biggest obstacles in Madden is try to continue throughout the game, even though stuff's not going your way. I take it as one of the things that I do the best is to forget about the last play and keep your head focused on the next play.
Lead is 3, trying to make it 10. Hands it off to Henry. Henry, man to beat.
Ooh, swervy!
Touchdown, Dubby! And that will do it. And another win for Dubby over TrueBoy. And he said it's not a rivalry until True gets the win. Comes up short once again. I think trash talk's great when things are going well for you. You know, I always say that Madden doesn't build character, it reveals it.
Yup. Bad things that they will.
You're not supposed to give it to me easy.
You know, it's great when you're winning. Man, that trash talk really sounds good when you're backing it up.
I died!
So lucky.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
I thought it was a secret.
Where are you going?
Let's be friends. Let's not block it.
Come on! What are you doing?
Did I lose you?
Where? How you get the 2 belts? You got 2 belts in the clover in your pocket.
Trash talking is huge. It's entertainment as well. I don't want people just to sit there and watch Madden and, you know, just me like, oh, good play. Like, I want to get in people's heads and be entertaining.
Ooh, I get sticky. That was sticky. You know you like that, RG. That was sticky.
What happens when you maybe don't reach the goal or back up the trash talk that you've been putting out? You know, how is he going to respond to that?
No recommended daily dose of braggadocio guarantees wins. No quantity of mind games ensures against a losing record. You can jaw all you want, but the standings tell no lies. TrueBoy throughout this entire season has run with either the Eagles offensive playbook or that run-heavy offensive playbook, but he switched it up completely for this game against Dubby. And let's see how True in this new Arizona offense can respond. Oh, good one by Thompson.
Tripped up. Renfro saved a touchdown. And there goes Henry. Touchdown, Dubby.
Continues to be comfortable playing against True.
In the past, someone's took me out of my game by, you know, yelling at me when something wild in the game happened, and just it would irritate me. But I realized that they're trying to get under my skin. So it's the nature of the game.
Yeah, True can't see this. He's just seeing the game from Dubby's point of view, and True acting like he could see the play art.
Touchdown, Bo Jackson.
Puts up a hot one, and look at True bobbing and weaving, flagging around.
Maybe trying to see if his line was on aggressive. He's gonna go.
Only 2 routes. Hot
all the way down to the 40.
And Dubby, visibly frustrated with that one. He knows that was a huge play, and Drew barely got away with it. Drew
And he
goes
fakes
scum.
it.
He goes scum vintage. There's gonna be no block here. What a gutsy call. Savagery.
Drew finally gets a win over Dubby, and it's a final.
Well, there you have it. By any definition, we've officially got a rivalry now. But the standings here in the Madden Ultimate League award no extra points for grudge matches.
It's just another game. I mean, I needed that to, you know, stay alive in this Ultimate League, so I'm just treating it like a normal game.
Check it out. Drini and Problem are already in proximity of clinching a spot in the playoffs, while players like Chaos and Musafa are already toying with the real chance of going home very disappointed. We're in deep here, people, and from here on out, getting the W is what it's all about.
Who's most likely to miss the bus and why?
Most likely to miss the bus, Drini. He's just lost. Like, we need to have him, you know, on a leash at all times because he just wanders off and he's clueless. But I love the kid.
Me, just because I'm so irresponsible. Well, I'm from DC, born and raised, and my mom and dad, they were from Albania, and they actually won a lottery that let them like travel to DC, and lucky enough that that's where they, you know, plan to stay. I got into the game in Madden by playing with my brothers when I was really young, around like 7 years old. Ever since, I just got better and better, and now here I am playing in these major tournaments.
Madden 18 Challenge.
We've seen him play against any and everybody. He was the first youth member to actually get a belt. He went to high school with Joel. That whole area, I told you, is a Madden hotbed.
Play action, cuts it, throws it down.
I love football, that's my favorite sport, so I can that's something I can relate to. For me watching, I can translate that to playing the game.
To the right throw.
This is this year's defending Madden Challenge champion, the youngest player to ever win a belt, one of the best running games in the nation. He's a part of that top Madden crew. He labs with top-level competition like Problem, Kiv, all the big names, and he's one of the best young talents we have on the circuit.
I'm about to get a lot, so can I get 8 glazed, 8 chocolate? It's crazy because me actually making history being the youngest champion ever, that says a lot that how much time I put in the game, and I'm happy it's showing off and people are respecting my game.
Let's go. Herschel Walker for the lead.
So what's the whole story behind your bandana?
The first 3 games of my Madden Challenge run, I didn't have the bandana on and I went 1-2. And as soon as I put on the bandana, I got a 3-game win streak and I actually won the tournament. So ever since, I brought the bandana to every tournament.
Hey, Drini with the bandana, there's something special there. It's when he puts that armor on, he's very hard to beat.
Really good tactician, has great stick work as well, always solid.
He's got something deep inside of him that has those championship qualities. He could be your next Problem or Skimbo. He just has to get them out of the way first.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Am I gonna be famous?
No, I don't know.
I wish.
When I'm on my couch, I'm like, yeah, this is just like a regular game, but once I know this is serious and I have to win, that I actually play better when the pressure is on.
And it's gonna be picked off, Jabril Peppers.
Look at him, use and learn, let me guard 2 routes at once. And that's why the young 18-year-old's one of the best in the nation. He's a phenom.
Mastery beyond his young years means that Washington, D.C.'s Drini is currently looking down on his elders from the top of the standings. But every coin has a flip side.
I'm playing really, really good on defense. I'm just struggling to score the ball. Just gonna keep trying to play my game, get back to the way I was that got me here, and start scoring the ball more.
There's a saying that goes that every story has 3 sides. Your side, my side, and the truth. Madden football is no different. And for every success story here this season, there's been an equal amount of I could'ves and I should'ves. This is the story of one of those moments.
My strongest parts of my game are my run game, and my defense. So if I get both those things going, I feel like I can be anybody.
Chaos' offense has been struggling.
Throws it up top. Hill, he's there. Touchdown, Drini.
Oh man, and Chaos puts his face in his hands, lets up a big bomb to Drini, and Drini, who doesn't have the most prolific passing attack, that's what you cannot let him do.
Drini, with his performance not being what he thought it was going to be at the club championship, this Ultimate League is really his time to show that he wasn't a one-trick pony.
It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. I played bad in the beginning, but I couldn't let that, take control of me. I had to just relax and play my game.
Chaos, but for the other 7 competitors here in this legend division. Oh,
and there goes Drini. At the 20, 10, 5, and it's a touchdown.
Going 0-5, when you're on this stage, and you work as hard as these guys work to get to, this is the biggest stage for Madden. This is where everything you've been working to all season, to show up and not have that kind of success, to score one offensive touchdown in 5 games, I mean, that's tough. But what's crazy about it, he's fighting.
He's playing good ball.
Yeah.
He's just in a mental pretzel, as RG said.
Yeah, right. Well, when you're at this level, that's what it is. All these guys can play. All these guys have the stick skill. They all have the scheme. It's between the ears,
Chaos trying to take the lead all of a sudden. Wow. Looking for his 2nd win of the year all day.
Every game has moments a player would like to request a refund on, a rewind. Down 3 with the clock running out, this fumble qualifies as one of those plays Chaos would like back.
There's a certain defense, big down 146, that gives me a lot of trouble. And Gjoka ran it early on in the season against me, and everyone saw that it gave me trouble, and so they all started picking up and ran it against me as well.
Drini continues to roll on after a rough start to the season. 27-24. Chaos is officially not going to make the playoffs here in the Ultimate League.
So there you have it, 5 weeks deep, and the names and numbers tell the tale. The 16 best Madden football players on earth, now separated by equal parts, contentment and frustration. Each of these guys now has the exact same goal: play strong in their remaining games, get to the playoffs, and take home the grizzled share of the $500,000 prize pool. But for that, people, you're gonna have to stick to the game plan, you're gonna have to keep your cool, you're gonna have to nail the clutch plays. To be one of the final 4 players who will battle at the Madden Ball, you'll have to be better than good. You're gonna have to be great.
Come on, man! The throw, up top, Hesser, can he get there? He is! And it's a touchdown!
Next time on Inside the EA Sports Madden Ultimate League. Touchdown! Tune in April 10th.